Good morning, YouTube. PPS here. It is early morning. We got Champions League today. Been up for a little bit. Wanted to get my YouTube free play out super early right now. It is about 7:30 a.m. So we've been up working on this slate. Not a great NBA slate today. No NFL, obviously. Huge college basketball slate. Small NBA slate. So we're going to college basketball for our free play after we recap. This Josh Allen one. I did get a video of Buffalo around 2:30, 3 o'clock. Obviously, there was no snow and it was only 20-mile-an-hour winds. That is a bad read on my part. Weather was a lot worse than I thought. Allen still ended up with like 150. If we had anything in the first half, I honestly thought it was going to be close, even with that weather. But it is what it is. It happens. Duncan Robinson had 2 3-pointers made, played 24 minutes. Once Jimmy Butler got hurt, the Heat pretty much gave up. They were down 10, and Robinson was coming in for his last rotation, and they just didn't bring him in. He also hit a 22-foot jump shot, foot on the line. Just absolutely brutal beat. I think he only shot 5 threes, hit 2 of them, and then he had a long 2 where he was obviously coming around the screen and his foot was on the line. That was just brutal. I was watching that game live and it was just shit. I just can't believe he didn't put that up and it was like the Durant 3-pointer against the Bucks in the playoffs last year. So very unfortunate. It happens. As props, I got a banger for you guys today. Like always, college basketball right now. Looking back at my plays here, I believe we've hit every single college basketball play that we played on here, knock on wood. We've hit the Iowa over. We've hit Iona. We've hit Eastern Washington. We've hit, I think, Iowa game over again. I believe we're sitting at 4-0 total. And we're putting that record on the line today, guys. And we're rolling with a little bit lower level action here. Not usually something I bet on much, but I really like this team. I bet on this team quite a bit, actually. And let's bring it up here. Winthrop versus Furman. We're getting a 150 total here. And what should be a pretty good game here. I'm very, very excited for this game. Winthrop's always a team I love to back. The Eagles are nice. It's going to be such a fun game. They're going to be playing Furman. Very, very tough mid-major school. Usually one of the best offensive efficiencies in the country. But let's get into the numbers here. That's what you guys came here for. So Winthrop is actually 25th in the country in tempo. Going on to KenPom, they're actually a faster-paced team than Gonzaga. Gonzaga runs at 72.5 possessions per game. Winthrop's actually at 72.7. So they're going to be running quicker than one of them. Obviously, they're not as efficient. Gonzaga being the second most efficient team, we're sitting at 159 for Winthrop. But this pace is huge because of how efficient Furman is, guys. Furman is a great team. I love them. They're top 100 in offensive efficiency every single year, 78th this year. And that's really what it comes down to is I think it's going to be a fast-paced game. And both defenses are worse than both offenses, right? Looking into here, we have the 78th best offensive efficiency for Furman, and they are ranked 180 on the defensive end. Obviously, Winthrop is much, much worse on the efficiency side, but they're going to get this thing rolling. They're 102, 159 ranking in KenPom. Wow, I can't talk this morning. It's too early. I'm getting my drink in, my energy drink, going right to the gym after this once we get this done. And once we finish up our Champions League stuff. So don't mind if I get my tongue twisted up here. It's a little earlier than I usually do these videos. Winthrop 159 offensive efficiency, 203 defensive efficiency. So it's pretty distinct, guys. Both offenses are much better than both defenses. Winthrop has actually had a pretty tough schedule. Looking into their past games, they're 4-4 on the season, which I expect to change. I think this team is a good team. Like I said, they run fast. get after it. And they played the 96th best strength of schedule on the defensive end. Obviously, like I said before, Furman is ranked at 180 on the defensive side, so this is going to be a nice little step down on the defensive side. Winthrop has hit this in 3 of their last 4 games, and Furman just played the highest paced team in the country. This is something really that we really have to know here, is they just played the College of Charleston, the number 1 ranked team in pace. And they played them to over a 70-possession game. Obviously, it went to overtime. I'm not going to look into the overtime stats, but we still got to 156. We had 23 points in overtime. But Furman let these fast-paced teams stay in the ball game, right? Final score was 88-91. And, yeah, I mean, they allowed 42% on the three-point line, over 50% shooting to this team. But they did force a ton of turnovers. They forced 22 turnovers, gives you a lot of live ball situations, and that's what I'm looking for here today. This is, like I said, this is going to be a great, great matchup. And I like to see these pass numbers against teams that are extremely fast, right? College of Charleston is running 77 possessions per game in their average tempo, number 1 by almost 2 full possessions here. So, and that was in their last game. I think that they're going to try and do that again. Also, they played Belmont this year. Belmont ranks 72nd fastest, and their game got to 166 against Furman. So that's good to see that these guys are willing to run. Both of those games did go to overtime, Charleston and the Belmont game, but both of them cleared this number in regulation. So I am very happy to see that. They are willing to run when need be. They kind of play to the pace of their opponent. And I think that Winthrop is going to control the pace in this game and push this game pretty high over here. I was going to put this at like 156. And I think this is going to be a great, great game to watch if you haven't watched any mid-major basketball. So only one free play today, guys. The NBA slate is nasty. I will have my UEFA Champions League plays out. It's going to be a fun day. But this is going to be our one play. It's Winthrop Furman over 150.5 or 150 minus 115. My God, I suck at talking today. 2 units, pretty big play. And I'm ready for it. I think it's going to be a fun game. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate every single one of you guys. We just cleared 600. Now it's time to get to that 1,000 mark. We're rolling. Can't wait. And I will see you guys tomorrow for Pass the Prop. We will have a guest. So excited for you guys to come check that out. So thank you guys so much. We'll talk soon. Peace.